So you can't talk about tax equity in the state of Connecticut without talking about the fiscal guardrails. Because any conversation we have about new revenue, inevitably someone will say, well, what about the spending cap? Because even if we bring in new revenue, we're not going to be able to spend it. And so we have to address the guardrails. And the guardrails are not sacrosanct. They are a policy decision that should be revisited in terms of the full scope of our budget, which certainly includes our debt. We all know that this state accumulated decades of debt for our pensions, but when we're talking about debt in terms of our budget, we also have to look at the debt that we're accumulating today by not paying our bills. Everyone in their own household would do that, and we need to do that here in the state of Connecticut. And one of those major bills is our Medicaid program. So our Medicaid rates have not been increased in a decade, 2 decades. And when we talk about Medicaid, we are talking about folks who are receiving intellectual and developmental disability services. We are talking about our seniors. We are talking about med admin for folks who have severe mental health, but can be kept in the community because of that med admin. We are talking about the Birth to 3 program. We are talking about maternal health. We are talking about children's health. And so it is a full scope. Nearly 1 million residents in the state of Connecticut receive their services and their health care through our Medicaid program. Additionally, we have to think about our providers. When we don't pay our Medicaid rates, when we don't pay that debt, we are impacting the healthcare workforce in our state. We know that there are providers who are leaving for Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New York. We've heard from providers who have had to close their operations, like a number of Birth to 3 programs, because they cannot afford to hire providers. And so as we are talking about tax equity and adjusting the fiscal guardrails, this really is looking at the totality of our budget. And what are the values in the state of Connecticut? Are we going to continue to skimp on our bills, or are we going to invest in our people? And we need to invest in the state of Connecticut, and now is the time to adjust the guardrails and make an equitable tax structure here in Connecticut. Thank you.